Hong Kong is easing quarantine restrictions for people from low-risk countries. Virus restrictions will also be eased as the city's fourth wave subsides. There were no locally transmitted cases over the weekend. And from later this week, public pools and beaches will reopen. Bans on religious gatherings will also be lifted just in time for the Easter weekend. But the four-person rule and mask wearing will still apply in public. Bars, mahjong parlours and karaoke lounges will stay shut. Roland Lim has more.
There are some developments on international travel. Remember, more than 800 plus Hong Kong residents stuck in the UK had actually requested the government for special help. And as a result, the government today announced that they will be organizing a special chartered flight at their cost, of course, to return back to Hong Kong. Remember, the UK residents there coming back to Hong Kong were banned from doing so initially because of fears of the UK strain contributing to the fourth wave here in Hong Kong. So that fear has subsided. But from high-risk countries like the UK, for example, those returning will still have to do a 21-day quarantine at a designated hotel at their own costs. Meantime, though, from low-risk countries, we are hearing that from countries like Australia, New Zealand, as well as Singapore, that the quarantine period at the designated hotel will now be shortened from 21 days to 14 days. That's 2 weeks plus another week of self-healthcare managed observations. So that means that basically you're out of the hotel by 2 weeks, but you've got to keep reporting to the Department of Health about your situation. And not only that, the other thing that the government is looking at is the Hong Kong's return to Hong Kong scheme. That's for Hong Kong residents that are actually have right of abode on the mainland returning to Hong Kong. Because the health department says that there's been little risk of the scheme currently in place, they are now exploring opening up more mainland cities. Therefore, Hong Kong residents residing in these mainland cities also get to come back to Hong Kong without having to quarantine. Remember, mainland China, Macau, as well as Taiwan, all these residents are actually exempt from quarantine if they so wish to enter Hong Kong.